Veronica sees stars. Halfway through the fourth quarter, Veronica's team trailed its rival by 3 points. Take it slow, Veronica reminded herself as she pivoted around one of her opponents and dribbled confidently down the court toward the basket for what she thought would be an easy layup. But as her feet left the ground and the ball left her hand, one of her opponents tried to stuff her, accidentally striking Veronica in the forehead with her elbow. Veronica's father had just arrived to catch the last part of the game and saw Veronica get fouled and hit the floor. He flinched when he heard the resounding thump as her head hit the wooden floor of the gym. Why isn't she getting up? He asked himself as seconds slowly ticked by. The coach, moving toward Veronica on the floor, signaled for her father to join them. Veronica's dad hurried to the court, hoping her injury wasn't as serious as it seemed. Veronica, who had heard the ref's whistle blow for the foul when she hit the gym floor, now seemed to be hearing something else. Are you okay? The coach asked. Veronica heard the words, but she could not respond. She saw little bursts of light, like tiny stars twinkling in the air. Are you okay? The coach asked again. Now Veronica recognized the coach kneeling beside her. I think so, Veronica said, pushing up into the sitting position. She saw her father next to the coach, which confused her. What's he doing here? She wondered. Together, the two men helped Veronica back to the bench, and the ref's whistle signaled the play could resume. Veronica's coach handed her a cold pack, which she pressed to the swelling bump on the back of her head. A concussion? Veronica repeated after a doctor had completed the medical examination. She hadn't the faintest notion what that means. Yes, a mild concussion, the doctor answered. The blow to your head shook your brain inside your skull, so I'm insisting that you rest your brain in your body for a while. How long? Veronica asked nervously, thinking about the basketball finals scheduled to take place on Sunday. At least a week, said the doctor. A concussion is a very serious injury, Veronica. Veronica's treatment still included bed rest on the day of the basketball finals. She begged her father to relent and relax on enforcing the doctor's orders, but each time her father shook his head and repeated, a concussion is a serious injury. But these are the finals, Veronica pleaded. There will be other games, Veronica's father said with such finality that Veronica knew not to argue. Veronica wasn't supposed to read, so instead she listened to an audiobook as a distraction. Lightning outside her window caught her attention. Wow, that's some storm, she thought as she watched the street begin to flood. That night, Veronica anxiously texted her teammate Caitlin, determined to find out how the Fighting Cougars had performed. Postponed. Storm flooded highway, Caitlin texted back. Veronica smiled at the ceiling, delighted that their Challenger's bus driver wouldn't risk getting the team caught in the storm. The first 3 quarters of the final game flew by. Veronica felt phenomenal, better than ever, and it showed in her game. She made 2 3-pointers and several key rebounds. In the last seconds, Veronica passed the ball to Caitlin, who was in mid-air near the basket, and caught the ball to score the winning points of the game. As Veronica hugged her teammates in celebration, she saw stars flashing in the air. But this time, the flashes were coming from cameras and phones as spectators photographed the new champions.